getting even. Jeffrey is having problems with the school bully. Will he find a solution? Keep bringing the find out. About the play. This play is by a boy named Jeffrey who loves to draw comic strips. Jeffrey tries to solve his problems through his drawings. As he draws, his imagination takes over. These parts of the play take place in his mind. Scene 1. It is afternoon. Jeffrey is in the schoolyard bench. Jeffrey sees Dewey ahead and starts walking fast.
Hey, childish, what's your hurry? Ignore him.
We always knew it didn't do any good.
Dewey walks towards the boys, and they go right past him.
No problem, I'll still be here tomorrow. That's the problem, you'll be here.
You stood up to him, Jeffy.
That's easy for you to say. He doesn't fit like me. Anyway, if I did get up him, I only lose his chest.
Maybe you should join my karate class. With karate, it doesn't matter how big your enemy is.
That's only in movies. In real life, the little guy who gets smashed into a pit.
How about bodybuilding, Jeffy?
Face it, Rick. I'll never be built like Mr. T, and I'll always be afraid of guys a lot. By the way, don't call me Jeffy, okay?
Scene 2. Later that afternoon, Jeffrey is in his room. He takes a notebook off the shelf. On the cover, he has written Jeffrey and then several Dr. Rancid. Jeffrey opens the page filled with his drawings. There are pictures of a scientist in a white coat named Dr. Rancid. With him, there's a boy named Jeffrey. As the real Jeffrey begins to draw a new scene, his imagination takes over.
At last, I've been waiting for you, Jeffrey. We have an enemy, and his name is...
Dewey Velasco.
Ah, now you added mind reading to your other talents.
It's common known leads that Dewey is a menace to the world.
You are vulnerable to me, Jeffrey. I have a mission that only you can carry out. Dewey knows that. That's why he's after you.
Suddenly, Jeffrey is back in real life. He hears his father calling him. Jeffrey stops drawing and puts his notebook away. Scene 3. A few days later, Jeffrey babysits for Dick's little brother, Fletch. Fletch hurts himself and Jeffrey rushes him to the hospital. The next day, in the schoolyard, Jeffrey and Candy are talking.
I heard what happened with Dick's little brother. I think you're great.
Just then, Dewey appears.
Hey, childish. Awesome. Everyone knows you like candy.
You're not funny, Dewey.
Stop it, Dewey, okay? What did you say, Charles?
He said, cut it out.
With
Can't
that,
fight him.
Candy pushes Dewey away. The other kids laugh at him.
Oh, no. Can you fight your own battles, Charles? Meet me tomorrow. I'm going to pound you.
Jeffrey leaves quickly. Kenny calls after him, but he doesn't stop. Later he runs into Fix.
Hey, how does the river here with today?
What are you talking about?
You said what you said. That's what.
Give me here, miss. I don't call me
Scene 4. The next morning, Jeffrey is afraid to go to school and fight Dewey. He pretends to be sick.
I don't feel so good.
I'll stay home with you.
No, don't do that.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Jeffy?
Yes, and don't call me Jeffrey.
After his mother leaves, Jeffrey takes out his notebook and begins to draw. Once again, his imagination takes over.
Sit down at my desk, Jeffrey. A click of this button will match anything into powder.
Dr. Rancid points the pen at a telephone on Jeffrey's desk. He clicks the button. In seconds, the phone will dial straight into Jeffrey's hand.
When you have cornered Dewey, this weapon will destroy him.
Dr. Rancid gives Jeffrey the pen. In his imagination, Jeffrey stands face to face with Dewey.
Don't scare me, child. You don't scare anybody. Now I'm going to teach you a lesson. Oh, really? And now for the road.
Jeffrey clicks the button. Seconds later, there is a pile of sand where Jeffrey was standing. Back in real life, Jeffrey stops drawing. He looks at the picture of sand and smiles. Scene 5 is the next day. Jeffrey is still afraid to go to school. He comes to breakfast in his robe.
Still sick.
My stomach hurts.
Anything else wrong? Something at school?
No.
Jeffrey storms upstairs and gets dressed. His notebook is lying open. He sees the last picture he drew, the one where Dewey turns into a pile of sand. Jeffrey begins drawing.
Jeffrey, your work with Dewey was flawless. The world is grateful for what you did.
In his imagination, Jeffrey is grinning. Suddenly, he calls out,
Stop. You're all wrong. You've never seen real me. I'm a coward. I run away from duty. I run away from everything.
No, you were a hero. You turned Dewey into a pile of sand.
Yeah, I did, but in real life, I'm still afraid of duty. I've got to start thinking things.
But
Look, Dr. Hanson, I'm tired of running. Let Dewey get me. I don't care anymore.
back in real life, Jeffrey stops drawing. He closes his notebook and heads off to school. Scene 6. All the kids are in the schoolyard. As Jeffrey walks by, Dewey tries to trip him.
What was the matter yesterday, child? I forgot. I had a cold, and now I'm over it. But I'll never get over what you've got. Yeah, what's wrong with me? You're stupid.
The other kids laugh. After school, Dewey finds Jeffrey.
I've been looking for you, child. I don't like to be called stupid, but I don't like being called tired.
Suddenly, Bix appears.
I wouldn't go calling names, dude.
What did you say, Shrimp?
You know you recognize her and you have a pea-sized brain.
Nobody be quiet. Nobody makes fun of me.
You can dish it out, but you sure can't take it.
With that, Dewey gets ready to punch Bix, but Jeffrey stops him. Dewey begins to fight. Soon his teacher breaks it up.
Jeffy said I lived with Mr. Burkett. Dewey was going to hit me, but Jeffy stopped it.
Dewey was fighting. I was just breathing.
Later that day, Jeffrey and Bix are talking.
It's just like the movies, Jeffy. The good guys wins. No, now Dewey will be afraid of you.
No way, bitch. At least he knows I'm not afraid of him anymore. Maybe now he'll stop bothering me.
You really showed him, Jeffy.
Yeah, I guess I did. Now we stop calling him Jeffy. Okay?
When he gets home, Jeffrey explains to his mother what happened up in his room. He takes out his notebook and begins to draw a picture of Dr. Ramsey.
good job, Jeffrey. You did better than I ever expected. Now it's time for me to go until we meet again.
Jeffrey finishes the drawing and writes the end. He closes the notebook and smiles.
Thank you for being a great audience.
Oh, that was excellent. It was really nice. Really nice. They put a lot of work into this.